10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to do a look for St. Patrick's Day. So I played around in the mirror for a while and I came up with this. I incorporated some different shades of green and a little bit of gold, and I think it came out okay. So I really hope you guys like it, but without further ado, if you like this look and you want to see how I achieved it, you know what to do. So I'm starting with one eye already done, and you guys know the drill with that. It's just to save time. So to start off this look, I'm going into the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in Pure Beige, and I'm just going to use this to prime my eyelids. So I'm just going to spread it all over my entire lid. Next I'm going into Cafe Macchioto by Morphe. I would lift it, but I dropped it this morning and it shattered into like 1,000 pieces, but if you've watched some of my previous videos, you've seen it before. So I'm going in with a tiny fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use this directly in my crease, starting at the outer corner because I want it more concentrated there. And I'm just spreading it across my crease. Then I'm going to start blending in circular motions just to blend it outward and bring it closer to the inner corner. And I'm going to go in and really blow this out. And this shade really just warms up my eye. This is my all-time favorite transition color. Since I found this shade, I really don't use anything else as a transition. I just love how it really warms up the eye. Next I'm going into another Morphe shadow. This is Creme Brule, and I'm going to use this with a little bit more of a precision brush, and I'm going to use it directly in my crease right on top of what I just laid down, but I'm not going to blend it out as high. So I'm still starting in the outer corner because I want it focused more so there, and slowly working it towards the inner corner, but not really all the way in. And then I'm going to just blend it out a little bit with circular motions, but not as high as the Cafe Macchioto that I laid down. Then I'm going to go back and blend those two shades together. Next I'm going into this shade by NYX called Jaded, and it's like a really dark green shade, and I'm going to use this again on the outer corner. And I'm just going to go over what I just did, keeping it more so in the outer corner. And I'm being really careful with this because this product does have a lot of fallout and it's very loose. And I don't know if it's just me being messy or if it's the shadow, but when I did this eye, I had a lot of fallout. So I just want to be really careful not to ruin my foundation I already laid down. So I'm just going to kind of pat it. Then I'm going to go back to Creme Brule and blend out the edges. And then again into Cafe Macchioto to make sure everything blends in together. Next I'm going into another NYX pigment. This is Dank Humide, and I'm going to use this directly on my lid in the area that we left blank. Next I'm going into another NYX shade. This is Moneymaker, which is just kind of like a yellowish green. And this one I'm going to apply on the inner third of my eye. So as you can see, I kind of went from light to dark. I want the darkest pigments to be on the outer corner, and then something in the middle, more medium dark, and then the lighter shade towards the inner corner. And last, I'm going into another Morphe shade. This is called Give Me Space, which is kind of like a off black, like a grayish black. And I'm going to use this to deepen the outer corner of my eye. So I'm just going to kind of pack it in that outer corner. And this is just going to give my eye a tad bit more shape. After that, I'm going to go into my fave, the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and I'm going to use the glitter eyeliner in gold, and I'm going to place this just on the inner third of my eye. I'm just going to kind of go in and just stipple it a little bit here and there. And I just kind of want to get a little bit of that gold glitter down, not very much, so I'm just kind of dotting it And I think the gold really kind of gives it that pop, because I mean, it can't be St. Patrick's Day without gold, right? Now while the gold is drying, I'm going to go back and use all the same shades that I used on my top lid now on the bottom. So starting first with Cafe Macchiato, I'm just going to use that and buff it out on my lower lid. And I'm working from lightest to darkest, so I'm going to start back again with Moneymaker, which was the yellowish green. And I'm just going to kind of throw it down here on my lower lid. Again, not really being neat with it because it's such a light color, it's not really going to make a difference. You can really just skip this step, honestly, because these shades don't really matter too much, but I'm just being extra. Then going back into the medium green that we used. Then back into Jaded, which was the darkest one. Now with this one, I am going to be careful because it needs to be placed right, and also, like I said, this one has a lot of fallout, so I'm trying not to ruin my foundation. Then I'm going into this Maybelline Gel Eyeliner, which is my favorite, and I'm going to use this to go ahead and do a wing. And you guys know the drill with this. I might have to do this off camera because I need both hands. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back with the wing done. Now I'm going to go in and just apply some more of that black liner in my waterline. So I'm just taking the same gel liner and I'm just going to apply it directly in my waterline, all the way from outer corner to inner corner. And I'm going to just kind of smudge it downward into that green a little bit. I'm just going to make sure to connect it to my wing on the outer corner. Then going in with another Morphe pigment, I'm going to use Coal, which is black. And I'm going to use this and just smoke out that eyeliner that I just put in my waterline. So I'm going in right on top of the liner and just kind of run it back and forth. Next it's time for mascara, so I'm using the same mascara, the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. And I'm going to coat my top and bottom lashes. Next I'm going in with still my all-time fave, hands down, Lily Ghalichi in the style Doha. And I'm going to go ahead and pop these on. Now once the eyes are done, it's time to move on to highlighting and contouring. So I'm going back into the LA Girl Pro Concealer again. And I'm going to use this to go ahead and highlight my face. So I'm going to apply it under my eyes, down the center of my nose, on my chin, tiny bit on my jawline, and on the forehead. Then using a damp beauty blender, I'm just going to go in and blend that out. After that, it's time to bake. So I'm going to go in and use the NYX mineral powder. And I'm just going to use this fluffy brush because I want it to be a very light bake. And I'm just going to apply this powder everywhere that I put that highlight, just to set that concealer and make sure that it doesn't move. Next to contour, I'm using this 3D face creator, and I'm going to use the dark side. And using this kabuki brush, I'm just going to go in and apply this to the hollows of my cheeks, also along the perimeter of my face, and underneath my jawline to carve out my jaw. Then I'm going to snatch my nose, so I'm just going to go along the sides. Next, using this mineral powder by Nika K, I'm going to use this to kind of intensify the contour. I'm going to place a little bit of it along the outer parts of my face. I'm also going to intensify that contour. Then for blush, I'm using Wet n Wild just for a little pinch of color. Then I'm going to dust it across my cheeks, right on top of that contour, a little bit above it. Then to highlight, I'm using Ruby Kisses, and I'm going to apply it above my cheekbone, down the center of my nose. I'm also going to dab it on the inner corner of my eye. Then for lipstick, I'm using Ruby Kisses in Nude Rose. Then on top of that, I'm using this lipstick by Ulta, which is in a nude color. It's in the number 226. And I'm just going to dab that on top of the Ruby Kisses. Then lining my top lip with this NK pencil. And there you have it, the look is complete. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you next time in my next video. Bye, guys. If you quit raising your head back, I could pull it down to where you can see. You upset with me? You upset? Ooh. Oh.